because for me, this setup, as I say, was pretty good. I mean, you can see you're someone who's got down to a good stand, like I say, off 8 handicap when you were playing before, okay? That definitely shows in how you stand at the golf ball, okay? So for me, apart from maybe a little bit looser in the grip pressure and a little bit more dynamic in your putt, you sort of get a bit straighter with the back, I think that will definitely start getting better as your confidence gets better. When you're feeling a bit like with a club that you're not really sort of confident with, it shows in people's spine angles and their body position because they're sort of naturally sort of hunched over because the body language is like, not in this club again. So once you've got that, that's fine. Top of the backswing now, get yourself in a really good position. You turn the shoulders nicely, get a nice full shoulder turn. Nothing really on those two swings you'd sort of say is majorly different, okay? However, the downswing now and the transition to the golf ball, you felt as though you were coming across the golf ball. So I think potentially, as a sort of almost an unconscious reason why, or maybe even consciously, you were trying to stop the body and get the club working what you felt was more sort of into out this way. Now what we'll see on this left-hand side, as you come back down as a distinct sort of rise up into the golf ball here, and sort of post-impact here now, head staying down quite a lot, hands are trying to sort of square the club face up, but they're too late, and the body now hasn't really twisted through that much. You compare that to this one here now, as we start coming down, look at the same position now with the arm there, look how much your lower half now is released through more, in terms of your right knee coming, if you sort of zoom in there to there, how much more movement that right hip is. Yeah, much, exactly. The left hip's cleared and gone. Your belt buckle is now sort of to target. And what you'll see now is because your lower halves work better, your top halves work better. So you can see now the club is actually up here more, whereas that one's down there. Because you've been able to release and square the club face up better because your body's in a position where it's able to do that. If you come into the golf ball and your body stops, it's very hard to get the club to work. Your chest and your shoulders get in the way of your right arm. So you come in like this, and it just goes way right. Unless, of course, then you just go whoop, and you flip the hands.
We're afraid of the right. Sorry, we're afraid of the right.
Exactly, yeah, and that's why I think that hook shot was the one you sort of said you were really sort of fearful of. And I think that sort of motion through the ball there is definitely a common response to someone who's fearful of hooking it. So I almost stop the body moving too much, hold the club face on, and just hope to God it doesn't go anywhere left. And as a result of that now, we're getting to the high right. But then, of course, then you've got a two-way miss, as you said. Where do you aim on a golf course? It's not like Craiger's wide up, you can aim on the left-hand side, just allow for a slice or allow for it or whatever. It's pretty tight. So if you're hitting the ball down the corridor, you're in trees or in...
Brooklyn reckons some of those fairways are illegal, not...
Some of them are. I think I played there. I've got friends of mine who remembers down there. The captain, David Stamenkovic, him and his sons, I played a lot of golf with, and it's tight.
It's I've been 3 yards off the cut.
Yeah, and blocked out by a tree or something. Yeah, and you got nothing in the way. And that to me, I think, is exactly. That's almost punishing good golf.
And I can understand why a lot of the old members I used to know there. They're all up 18, 20 handicap.
Yeah, because every shot now is a chip out. Yeah,
they've backed out.
Yeah.
Either they're afraid to hit it too hard.
Yeah, and that's definitely going to cause.
I don't know what they do. They go 1, 2, 3 on the green.
Yeah, rather than being 1, 2 because the second shot you block that.
I'm saying to myself, I'm not going down that road.
No, you want. I mean, the thing is, you can definitely get the ball out there a couple hundred yards.
Negative golf.
Yeah, definitely. But that's what I think is happening is your own confidence with certain clubs. As you say, your 3-wood, you can give a smash, a nice draw, lovely. But you get that club in your hand, and it's a bit of a love-hate relationship. When you get to it, you're like, here we go again. A bad shot is going to create that. Okay, so if you're confident with a club, I'm not going to guarantee a good shot, but if you're lacking confidence with a golf club, there's a pretty good chance you're going to miss it. The old sort of sensation that it's not going to go well, so the less I do, the less wrong it will be. And the less you do very often involves a less body turn and your arm just flipping across your body. And as we said, when that does happen, you lose balance because your body now is not controlling its own destiny. The arms are pulling you around and whoop, away you go. And then the foot steps forward.
I could feel like a windmill.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like a whoa, and there's no control with that. The golf swing starts and finishes all from the sort of torso, the hips, and the lower half rotating back and through. If they're not leading, you ain't got much chance. Okay, if the club's coming down and sort of the body's rising up, you get stuck. And unfortunately, Graham, hit it as hard left as you like. I promise you now. Never say never, but I would say if you release the body sufficiently well enough so you get in that position, it'd be very hard to go left. Unless the club face is sort of really set up, or you've done something with your grit or whatever, I'll be very surprised to see it the golf ball
Yeah,
left.
and that can, you can adjust that, can you? But
Yeah, exactly. I was sticking to what he's exactly.
I've left it alone.
If you keep tinkering all over the place,
that's not the thing.
again, adds another thought to your head. If we can clear your head of thought, get back to when you were playing our single figures, natural golf. Just feels like the golf ball is here, there's the club, there's your target. Okay, right, I'm going to turn, body's going to lead, the engine's going to work. Switch the club, let's go and find the golf ball. But so much thought gets into people's heads on the golf course. They think about, am I doing this, keep on there, stay back here, get on the inside, I'm going out to win, drop this, flick this, and it's just a nightmare. So we can, to summarise, looser grip.
Yeah.
That I think will help your posture become more relaxed anyway, and the confidence will increase with this club. And then from the top of the batch, and your lower half and your body's got to lead that club down, let that club, and then you can release it as much as you like. It won't go left. Make sense?
It does, yeah, but I mean, you know, it's got
Into practice,
Got to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
But we can see with some of the shots there, we're getting towards, Eric.